What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Funny Money Podcast. I'm Dominic Syracuse.
My name's Caleb Williams. I love how you're calling this a podcast.
It is.
Let's just own it.
Yeah.
This is our YouTube series.
This is the Funny Money YouTube series podcast. Shake and bake. We have a drive-through. You can get food upstairs. Links below. No, I'm just kidding.
I love it.
If it's the very first time you're watching the show, I'm Dominic Syracuse. I'm a stand-up comedian and an actor and an acting teacher. And this is Caleb, the financial guru behind BetterWealth. And what we're gonna do is essentially the show is I tell Caleb stories of all the stupid things I've done with money in the past. And he tells me what I should have done and what I can do better. And it's great. It's super enlightening for me, and hopefully everyone else is taking away all these...
If nothing else, I want people to know that they're not alone. I want them to smile when we think about money. And my hope is that there can be some money truths that you guys take away that be like, oh,
yeah,
that'd be huge.
Well, and it's funny that your business is called BetterWealth.
Yep.
Right? Because people are going to feel better about wealth watching this YouTube channel. Because one, you're going to give them all of the freedom to go, oh, I feel better about how I spend my money, the way I spend my money. And then they're going to hear my stories and go, I feel better about myself that I'm not so stupid with money. I'm nowhere near as dumb as Dominic was with money. So no matter what, you're going to feel better. It's the Feel Good Finance Show.
Oh, I love it. With that, okay, so we're going to talk about our financial model.
Yes.
And I know exactly where your mind went when I said model.
Listen, two of my favorite things, which is finance and models. So I'm ready. What do we got?
So let's tee me up here.
Okay.
We're actually on my website, betterwealth.com/assessment. So if you go to our website, you can actually follow along.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially, we're going to talk about the number one question that most people cannot figure out is how much money they need to save to be financially in balance.
Yeah, yes. Saving is weird.
Yes. I was going to put you on the spot. You're like, you have no idea what I'm saying.
Yes.
Please don't ask me to clarify.
Just give me whatever.
Okay.
No, I hit it. What do you got?
So essentially, the question, the reason why we made the assessment is I want very simply to explain to people, are you financially in balance or not? Are what you're doing, is it working or not? And I'm going to break down the philosophy. I think with the videos that we've shot to this point, there's context that will help you with that. Right?
Yes. So let me ask you this real quick. When you say, what do you mean by financially in balance?
That means having enough money to maintain your current lifestyle.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And remember we talked about inflation in that last video?
Yeah, right. Inflation goes up.
Yep. So you have to continue to up your game financially just to maintain.
Right.
And when it comes to retiring, people don't want to have to work their entire life, so they want what they do with their money, they want to have an impact.
Yep.
And this will show you exactly how much you need to be saving, given certain assumptions, and we have one of the few tools out there in the country that allows people to do this, independent of any product.
I'm so excited about this. Once again, I have no idea where you're going, but learning about money and learning about finances, saving, I'll be honest, is something that really intimidates me because you say, someone goes, oh, you have this much to save, well, and actually you should invest it, or actually you should put it here, or actually you should put it there, and I'm always like, well, what do I do? Where do I put it? Where does it go? And if you watch the show before, the answer in the past was to sushi. That's where it's been. It's just gone to sushi and regret. Sushi is
never gonna taste so good.
Yeah, it's just gone to long-term regret. So I'm excited. I'm excited to find out where it needs to go.
So we got cash flow, okay?
Yes.
And your money it's either gone forever.
Yep.
And once you lose $1, what happens to it?
It's gone.
And all the money that you could have earned with it
is gone as well.
Or
no potential growth.
It's saved for the future.
Right.
For now we'll call it your future life. Okay?
Got it.
The green line in this represents your standard of living.
Okay.
And so we used a $50,000 example, and every year if I remember correctly, for you personally, at a 3% inflation rate, it would cost over $150,000 just to maintain. It's not like you're spending more money. You are spending more money, but it's not like you're getting more stuff.
Exactly. Okay? You're staying still. You're having to work harder to stay still.
The red line is essentially your current situation.
Okay.
It's what's currently going to happen, and then when it drops off from the green line, that pretty much means you ran out of money.
Yeah, I've been there a lot.
Yeah, well, this is in retirement, and this is where people's greatest fear is running out of money.
Right.
When you're in balance, your red line equals your green line, and when you're out of balance, It doesn't.
When you're in balance, it looks like a person just trying to get up off the floor. Just look at this.
Yeah,
it looks like somebody who's fallen and is trying as hard as they can to get up.
Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna put you on the model.
Oh gosh! All right.
Can't hide any longer. Okay.
In case you were wondering why this show's called Funny Money, let's get a good laugh in.
All right.
What are we doing?
So when do you want to retire? This is essentially is if we do our job well. We should be able to create a situation for you where you don't have to work. And let's put me in the bottom left corner.
Okay, so we'll go there.
Right, yeah, okay. So when would an ideal retirement age be?
Let's just go with the average ideal retirement, which is 65.
65, right? Okay. How much money do you have initially saved up right now?
How much money do I have in savings now? Oh gosh, like something like $7,000.
Okay. All right. The amount that you're saving per year towards your future self, and it's okay if it's zero right now. We've been really clear that Dom is changed. Like we are currently actively helping you take your stuff to the next level. Yes. I also think this is important because it's like, listen, like this is so relevant, right?
Right, absolutely. Now let me ask you this: Are you asking with this question amount saved per year? We're not talking about investments at all. We're not talking about like what I've invested in myself.
No, we're talking about everything for the future self. So it could be investments. It could be, but it's not like. It's you're investing it towards something that's going to help you in the future. So it's not necessarily like how much money is going towards
like my business and my everything that I'm growing, that kind of thing.
Right now, let's talk about
real?
that.
Okay,
because it does affect the calculation because it's like you can say it's going for your business, but only time will tell. So yes,
exactly.
Yeah,
I've right now put in the past year about $23,000.
Okay, so let's go like this. Let's say $23,000 is your initial investment.
Yes.
And how much money are you currently making as far as like? And you don't have to give me the ideal, the exact number, but like ballpark. Should we just say 50,000?
Yeah.
Okay, 50,000. We're gonna say initial amount is 23,000. Now. Annually, in an average world of money that you can save above what it costs to just survive, how much money in addition, if you didn't make any more money, could you afford to save?
So you're saying if with what I've put into the business, based on what I'm making, how much could I afford to put into savings
each year, assuming you make 50,000?
Oh my gosh, nothing. Okay, literally zero.
We'll say 5,000.
5,000.
Just so you have context of the calculation, okay?
Got it.
Which 5,000 is 10%, which
10%. Like, that's about.
So and so, do you want to draw me back?
Yeah.
So Dom's already thrown a curveball in. He the question that a lot of people ask as entrepreneurs is like, okay, he started a business, he got some money, he invested himself, and that's what we teach at BetterWealth. But when it comes to this calculation, we have to understand, is this going to be a regular occurrence or is this an initial startup phase?
Right.
And for Dom, he's not going to be saving $23,000 a year.
No.
If he doesn't, if he's continuing to make 50,000.
Right.
So the 23,000 is going in as the initial amount, and we're assuming that this money is going for his business because it's going to be an investment.
Right.
But the $5,000 is representing that with this ratio. As he makes $50,000, he's saving 10%. If you make $100,000, you'll save 10%, which will be $10,000. So this is the ratio right now, and it's going to show you exactly how much money you need to be saving given the ratio to be financially imbalanced.
Got it.
All right, let's team me back up.
All right.
Okay, so we are going to assume a 3% inflation rate.
Yep.
Rate of return, I'm going to be generous.
Okay. I'm
going to say through your business, through the work that you're doing, you're going to be able to make 9%.
Okay.
Every year.
Okay.
This is generous. It could very well be less. If you're putting your money in market based, I would bring that down lower just to be conservative.
Okay.
$50,000 is what you're making. We're gonna assume that you're gonna make 3% more.
Okay.
This tool you could add in as you continue to make more money.
And just to be clear, I can do all this on the BetterWealth website.
Yes, you can do this all at BetterWealth.com. What's your current age?
31.
31 years old, and we're going to go till 65.
Yep.
What I'm also going to do is I'm just going to calculate something for Social Security.
Great.
I'm just going to say, we'll just say 35,000 and a 2% annual increase at age 67.
Okay.
We'll say 65. and stop age at 100. So we're already assuming some of the best. We're assuming that Social Security will be around.
Right.
You'll have some money. It'll increase. I can tell you this for a fact. It's going to look different. So if you're nearing retirement, you can go check out your numbers and just make sure to factor that in.
Great.
If you had any other pension stuff, any other investment stuff, we would include that.
Love it.
And as you make more money, this is something that we do each year for the people that we serve.
Got it.
So your red line should equal your green line.
Okay.
Calculate. Dude.
Oh.
That's actually pretty good.
Is it? Is that all right?
Good. And here's why.
There is a massive drop-off.
There's a massive drop-off at age 88.
Okay. All right.
And the reason is, well, let's go back to what you originally said. You originally said you were saving nothing.
Right.
And so you can see that if you calculate that, your money drops off just altogether because we're assuming 9%.
Right.
But in a perfect world, if you could earn 9%, if you could save 10% of your money, the point that I want to make is you're still not reaching till age 100.
Right. Right.
And this is not even attainable where you're at currently.
Right.
And especially if you don't earn 9% each year, because let's be honest, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
Like, we start looking at this and saying, wow,
yeah,
I'm saving 10% and I'm still running out of money.
Look, I got the sad face.
I know.
Look at this. I got the sad guy.
Yes. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
So the question is, there's nobody out there that can tell you exactly how much you need to be saving given these assumptions.
Ah, yeah.
And you know what? We have the tool that can answer that for you.
What is the tool?
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Let's say you save $7,000 a year. Okay, so that means the ratio of your savings versus what you make is greater than 10%.
Great.
Now we're at 97.
Ooh, all right.
Okay, now $8,000.
Oh,
you're in balance.
All right.
Okay, so here's the deal. $50,000 you're making, and you're assuming a 9% rate of return, which I think is too high.
Okay.
You need to save $8,000 this year and keep this savings ratio up as you make more money.
Got it. So so it's not just a matter of saving $8,000 a year. I've got to adjust for inflation as well with my savings.
Well, as you make more money, you need to continue to save more money.
Exactly. Okay.
And what's interesting is we're including Social Security. We're giving you the benefit of the doubt. Let's say you don't earn 9%. I wouldn't build any model.
Right.
I wouldn't build any model off a 9% rate of return.
Right.
So let's say a 7%. Now you got to earn. Let's say if you say $10,000 a year, you're at 96.
Oh.
$11,000 a year. You're balanced.
Wow.
So you could get super technical on this, but like that's a lot of money. That's over 20%.
Right.
The reason why I believe in what we believe at BetterWealth is we need to help you create more efficiencies.
Yeah.
We need to. The and asset, which we're going to start talking about now, is like that's so important because people have a hard time saving money.
Yeah.
And we want to be able to plan for cash flow.
Right.
So the point of the matter is this: you got to save more money.
Right. I've heard that.
We need to create systems, and you need people to help you create accountability around saving more money because this might be overwhelming now, but the hope is in what you're doing, your business, you'll be able to make more money. And maybe you can make that up later and save more.
Absolutely.
I'll say this, being 31 is a blessing.
Okay.
Because the older you get, the more money that you need to save because the less time you have.
Exactly. Right. That's incredible. That's huge. Where in the calculator do you account for all of the lavish parties that I'm going to have?
So here's the assumption that we're
with
making.
My business.
Yeah. If you're making $50,000 and you're saving $5,000, I now know that you consume $45,000.
Right.
So the cool thing about this is we don't need to spend a ton of time looking at your restaurant bills or your car decisions or your travel decisions. We can just make the assumption that since you're saving nothing, you have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Now,
absolutely.
We gave you the benefit of the doubt. Right now, you're at 0.
Right.
And assuming your business doesn't work out.
Right.
Like some people look at this and you go, wow, like I have no money.
Right.
And quite frankly, the reason why we believe in what do you want to turn?
Yeah, that's it.
The reason is like if you go back to zero savings and you're not saving anything, like obviously this is where most of America's at. They have no money to their name and they're just living paycheck to paycheck, and this is just a recipe for disaster.
Right, and this is why, you mind if I switch back? This is why I count my blessings that I met you and that we started like working together and collaborating on stuff, because this was me. This is where I was. I was what I feel is actually the average American, which is I was living paycheck to paycheck. Yeah. I was working like crazy, having to take 2, 3, 4, 5 different jobs just to make ends meet. I wasn't putting a single thing in savings. I wasn't doing anything I loved. I wasn't doing any of that. Yeah. And then the first phase of the transition was just learning how to take what I love and what I'm good at and start building wealth off of it. The next phase is to start generating wealth all of the time off of it. And now it's a matter of, now that money is coming in, okay, great, now what do I do with that money? Right. What do I do with that money over the long term? And every time we have these, I feel like you're just unscrambling the knot in my brain that's been put there through money and finance and all of those things. Yep. And so that's the hope of the show. That's the hope of
and this is what I want to encourage people. If you're watching this video, you can go to betterwealth.com, check out our assessment. I have a video that walks through in way shorter amount of time the philosophy, how you use the tool, and my encouragement is this will just give you a baseline. You'll have the ability to work with someone on my team to walk you through this, and then we as a company are like, listen, if this is something that you want to fix, like, we will help you. Absolutely. And this is in a 2-line graph for us not to say that you're screwed up, Dom. Right. For us to say if something doesn't change, 66 is going to come around, and guess what? You're going to be working. Right. If you have no money.
Right. And it's so great. I mean, it's so great to be able to sort of tell the future in a way. I mean, you never know what's going to come around the pike, and you got to be elastic. But how great is it to be able to go, hey, you know what? I'm just going to plan for this now so that I don't have to worry about it. Yep. So it doesn't have to take up any mental space.
Yep. So if you can't answer the question, how much money do you need to be saving? Go do the tool for yourself. Share this video with other people. Sure. Go check out this guy's channel. All the information is going to be in the description below.
And if after all of this, you've had your mind blown, you're going to start saving, you're going to start doing all this stuff, and you just need to take a little mental break and laugh a little bit, go check out my channel, links below. I
thought you were going to say, we're going to start a GoFundMe.
We're going to start a GoFundMe for me, for my savings. As you see, I need about $10,000. No, but also if you loved this and you were like, you know what, this was mind-blowing and this was your first time seeing this, go back and check out all of our other episodes of Funny Money, because it's just like one mind-blowing experience after another. One after another. You'll see Caleb make a lot of faces of disappointment at me, and you'll see me make a lot of this face at these philosophies.
I've been impressed, though. You've been standing. So thank you so much. We love you. Take care.